Without a doubt, alongside Bowser Jr., Rosalina was the most impactful new character from the Mario franchise to appear in the second movie of the Mustachioed Plumbers film series. But do you have any idea about the emotional origin and evolution of this character who will be in every Mario movie from now on? First appearance. Before becoming Peach's sister and a character of unparalleled cosmic power in the movies, the first time Rosalina showed up in the Mario games was more than 20 years after the original game in the franchise was released. This happened in 2007 in the game Super Mario Galaxy, which, by the way, is where the name of the new Mario Bros. Movie comes from. In the story, which is told through an illustrated storybook called Rosalina's Storybook that the player unlocks bit by bit in the game, we discover that when she was still a child, she was walking through her home planet. It isn't named, but we can deduce it's either our Earth or even the Mushroom Kingdom, just in the past. While walking, she found an old, crashed, and broken spaceship, and beside it was a tiny, sad, and lonely Luma, who was looking for its mother. Feeling sorry for the little star's situation, Rosalina then promises to help and fix its ship. The two then begin a search through space that lasts for years, where they encounter comets, asteroids, and star bits, along with several other orphaned Lumas scattered throughout the cosmos. Upon seeing so many little stars without their mothers, Rosalina then decides to adopt them all and officially become the mother of the glowing little creatures. Somehow, during these travels and by living with the Lumas, who are practically immortal, the princess herself ends up gaining extraordinary longevity. The proof of this is that upon spotting the 100th comet, indicating that 100 years had passed since her departure from her home planet, Rosalina begins to miss her homeland. At that moment, the biggest plot twist involving the Guardian of the Cosmos occurs. The princess herself remembers, while she was looking for the Lumas' mother and became the adoptive mother to all of them, that her own mother passed away in her homeworld even before she found the first Luma. This was actually the reason that inspired her to help the tiny orphaned star look for its mother through the cosmos, as she understood very well the pain of grieving the loss of someone so important that we all love so much. The Lumas comfort her in this sad moment, and Rosalina then decides to visit her planet every 100 years from that point forward. And the truth is, this was just the beginning of Rosalina's incredible journey in the games, movies, and other media of the Mario franchise, which you need to see and get to know with us right now. Get ready, because we're about to blow your mind. Status. While Princess Peach rules the Mushroom Kingdom and Daisy rules Sarasa Land, Rosalina serves as the guardian of the cosmos and mother of the Lumas. So why is she called a princess? The answer is that she really is a person of noble lineage, which becomes clear when she finds the first lost Luma, as she is already wearing a crown on her head, making her royal bloodline clear. Furthermore, in the scene where we see the tree on the hill that she used to visit with her mother while she was still alive, and where the queen was later buried, we can see the image of a castle in the background, indicating that it truly was a complete kingdom. However, naturally, upon leaving her planet to explore the cosmos, the kingdom continued to exist without Rosalina, with her brother taking the throne, while she, in turn, inherited her new role as a cosmic protector, intervening only when the balance of the entire universe is at risk, like when Bowser steals the power of the Grand Stars in the game Super Mario Galaxy. This happened during one of her centennial visits to the Mushroom Kingdom, which we mentioned just a moment ago. During it, the Comet Observatory is attacked by Bowser, who steals the Power Stars and the Grand Stars from the observatory. After this terrible act by the King of the Koopas, Rosalina then appears to Mario and Luigi right after Peach is kidnapped by Bowser once again. To help the brothers rescue the Sovereign of the Toads, she gives them a Luma, the same one seen with Peach at the Star Festival, much like what happens in the movie. As soon as the plumber duo collects the first Grand Star, she explains that Bowser stole the Power Stars and asks for their help to recover them. As more Power Stars are returned by Mario and Luigi, Rosalina appears in the library where she reads her storybook, and we gradually discover the origin story of the Comet Observatory's owner. When enough stars to power the ship are rescued, the Luma's adoptive mother takes the observatory to the center of the universe for the final showdown with Bowser. After the Lumas sacrifice themselves to stop the giant black hole created by Bowser's son, Rosalina appears once more and explains the cycle of life of the little stars. They first transform into stars, then into planets, and finally into galaxies to bring light to the universe. In fact, it was only after discovering this life cycle and inspired by the sacrifice and love of the Lumas that Rosalina accepts her new role and abdicates her earthly life to be the eternal guardian of the cosmos. At the end of everything in the game, the protector of the galaxy gives thanks and says she watches over everything from the stars. Then she transforms the Comet Observatory into a comet and sets off into space to begin another century-long cycle away from the planet. And the fact that she is in space practically forever taking care of the Lumas only became possible because time and space, combined with the magic of the stars, transformed Rosalina into an almost immortal and divine figure, the guardian of the cosmos. If you made it this far, do the following. Click the subscribe button. I think we deserve it. Family. In Super Mario Galaxy, we realize that the movie lore is going to follow a different path than the games, as it is made official that Rosalina and Peach are blood sisters. And furthermore, when they are together, they can awaken an unparalleled cosmic power that creates life, even in desolate places, such as on planet Bowser. And the truth is that in the games, there really are clues that the two are related, but in a different way, with Rosalina perhaps being a sort of great-great-aunt to Peach. In fact, Rosalina's mother looks a lot like Peach, even having earrings identical to those of the Mushroom Sovereign. As we already explained, before taking on the role of protector of the cosmos, the mother of the Lumas had a family that were likely the ancient sovereigns of the Mushroom Kingdom, long before Peach herself existed. We can deduce, therefore, that in the games, the current sovereigns of the kingdom, namely Peach and her parents, are direct descendants of Rosalina's brother, who became king at some point. And regarding the family members of the Guardian of the Cosmos, we can find some information about 3 direct relatives: her mother, her father, and a brother. Regarding her mother, as she is the mother of a princess, Rosalina in this case, we can deduce with 100% certainty that she was a queen. Additionally, we know she was extremely loving, as she was always with her daughter. From the scenery and drawings of the story told in the game Super Mario Galaxy, we can see that even as the seasons pass, be it spring, autumn, summer, or winter, they always walked together and stayed under the tree on the hill, where the queen ends up being buried sometime later. In fact, a phrase said by the queen before passing away that influenced Rosalina's decision to go to space was, "I will turn into a star in the clouds and wait for your tears to dry." Regarding her father, unlike her mother, we don't have access to any part of his body to show, but there is a physical and personality description of the king. For example, we know that it was he who planted the seed of exploration in Rosalina. The king and his daughter had a habit of climbing the hill at night to observe the stars using a telescope. Even the massive telescope present in the Comet Observatory is often interpreted as a relic from her father, or a replica she built to honor him. Furthermore, in the storybook of the 2007 game Super Mario Galaxy, there is extra text in the book mentioning that Rosalina's father had a mustache that looked like a broom. And finally, Rosalina had a younger brother with whom she used to slide down the hill on the snow, on sleds, during harsh winters. When Rosalina abdicates her earthly life and leaves for the cosmos for good to care for the Luma, she leaves her father and her beloved younger brother behind on Earth. So today, we can say that officially in the present day, Princess Rosalina is the adoptive mother of hundreds of tiny Lumas who live with her in the Comet Observatory, wandering through the cosmos indefinitely, being the only family she has. Powers and artifacts. Rosalina is frequently considered one of the most powerful entities in the Mario universe, possessing cosmic abilities far superior to those of the normal inhabitants of the Mushroom Kingdom. She can levitate indefinitely, travel through the vacuum of space without equipment, and project star energy force fields. Additionally, at the end of Super Mario Galaxy, she demonstrates the ability to protect Mario and his friends from the destruction of the universe, orchestrating, along with the Lumas, the rebirth of a new cosmos from a supermassive black hole. And we can't forget to mention the majestic Comet Observatory, which is the home of the princess and her Lumas. What few people know is that it all started with the small, rusty spaceship that Rosalina used to leave her home planet. When she and the first Luma realized that the search for the little star's mother would be long, they needed a permanent home in the vacuum of space. Rosalina spotted a small, icy comet traveling through the cosmos. Then, she and the lost Luma she had found on her home planet landed on it, and using tools Rosalina brought from Earth, which were likely her father's, they began to dig into the comet until they found clay. Using the excavated clay and the transformation power of the Lumas, who can transmute matter, they manufactured hundreds of terracotta bricks. Other little Lumas helped carry and lay the bricks. After all that, Rosalina used her knowledge, and possibly her father's telescope and stellar notes, to convert the comet into a functional observatory. The ice was reinforced with galactic minerals, and Rosalina's magic wand infused the structure with its own gravitational energy. The observatory is powered by the grand stars. Without them, it remains in a state of hibernation, floating aimlessly. With full power, it can traverse entire galaxies in seconds, functioning as an artificial comet that travels through the universe in a 100-year cycle. Another artifact of the Princess of the Cosmos is the Magic Wand, which is by far her most powerful item. It appears according to Rosalina's will and concentration and is made of an unknown silver metal with a gold star at the tip. Although Rosalina possesses cosmic power of her own, the wand acts as a precise amplifier and channeler. It's obvious that if you're going to mess with Rosalina, you'd better be wearing armor because otherwise, you're going to have a really, really bad time. If you want more videos like this, comment down below, add more. We're leaving 2 really cool videos for you to stay with us here on the channel. Click and have fun. Thanks.